Our next lesson is really building off of what we did in our last lesson, which was repeated subtraction. Now, instead of doing a 2-digit by a 1-digit, we're going to do 3-digit by 1-digit or 4-digit by 1-digit. So it's going to be really important to know our basic facts. Sometimes our problems will have a remainder in our quotient and sometimes they won't. Let's do a problem like 2,342. I'm going to divide that by 7. So we want to think, I want to take out big chunks of 7. We talked about we could subtract 7, one group of 7 at a time. That's going to take us a long time when we're starting with a number like this. So we want to think, okay, 7 times 10, I could do, that's 70. That's still going to take me a while. Could I do 7 times 100? Sure, that's 700. Sometimes that will take us over, so we're going to think, okay, 7 times 20, 7 times 30, work our way up. Could I do 7 times 200? Well, I know 7 times 2 is 14. I need to add on my 2 zeros. 1,400. Could I do that? Absolutely. Could I do 7 times 300? I know 7 times 3 is 21. Add on 2 zeros. So could I subtract 2,100? Absolutely. I'm going to do that. So I took away 300 groups of 7. When I subtract that, I end up with 242. So now I'm going to think back to this. Okay, I could take away a group of 70. I can't take away a group of 100 groups of 7. That's 700. I don't have 700 left. But I could think, okay, I could take away 70 at a time. 7 times 20 is going to be 7 times 2 is 14. Add on 1 0. Could take away that. Could I do 7 times 30? Could take away 210. 7 times 40, I know 7 times 4 is 28. Add on my 1 0. So that's too much. I'm going to take away 30 groups, so I'll take away 210. That would be 30 groups of 7. Now I'm going to subtract those, and I get 32. So now I'm thinking, oh, this is easy basic facts. 7 times 4, I already know is 28 from some of this other work I've already done. So I'm going to take away 28, or 4 groups of 7. That leaves me with a remainder of 4. This number is now smaller than what I'm dividing by, so I'm done. This is going to be my remainder. Now I need to add up my groups. So 300 plus 30 plus 4. That would be 334 with a remainder of 4. We can go back and check our work. 334 times 7. 7 times 4 is 28. Add my 2. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 2 is 23. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 2 is 23. I need to add on 4 more, my remainder. I get 2,342, which was my original answer. Let's look at one more problem. Let's do 681 divided by 9. So I could take away 10 groups of 9, that'd be 90. I can't take away 100 groups of 9 because that'd be 900. So I'm going to think, okay, somewhere in between there. Well, I know that 9 times, let's say 60. 9 times 6 is 54. Add on my zeros, 540. I know I could do that. A lot of times we'll see kids solve it different ways, but if they know their basic facts, they do the math correctly, they'll get the same way. We could have done 300 groups here, then 10 groups, and 10 groups, and 10 groups, and 4. A lot of times they'll break it up differently depending on the facts that they're most comfortable with. I'm going to subtract that. I should write this was 60 groups. So I have 141 left. I could do, I know 9 times 9, I know 9 times 10, I know 9 times 11. I could do, I know 9 times 20, 9 times 2 is 18, out on my 0, that's too much. I'm going to do, let's say 9 times 10, I'm going to take that away. So I'm going to take away 90. So again, it's really with what they're comfortable with. I'm going to subtract, gets me 51. Now I'm, again, back down to basic facts. I know 9 times 6 is 54. That's too much. So I'm going to do 9 times 5. That's 45. So there's my 5 groups of 9 gets me 45. That will leave me with a remainder of 6. This number is smaller than what I'm dividing by, so I can't do that anymore, so that's my remainder. I need to add up my groups. 60 plus 10 plus 5 gets me 75, so my answer should be 75, remainder 6. It's going to be really important that we don't write 75 starting over under our hundreds. We want to make sure that our place values line up. So this is my hundreds, this is my tens, this is my ones. I'll check my work. 75 times 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 7 is 63, plus 4 is 67. I have my remainder, need to add that back on. 5 plus 6. I get 681, and that's what I originally started with. So again, this is really just building off of what we did yesterday, just bigger numbers. Basic facts are going to continue to be really important.